All right, so this is a 1999 Triumph Sprint ST955i. You'll note that the fairings have been removed as this bike was laid down back in March 2019, so several years ago. This is my daily driver. I've owned it for the past 8 years now. And let me just kind of show you the bike. Start here at the front. There are some cosmetic issues with this bike. I'll try and point them out as best I can. Nice new headlight. There's a crack here in the front fender. This has been, this is from that crash. So it's been epoxied back together for about 2 years. Doesn't look the best, but it's sturdy. Front tire, starting to get close to the wear indicator. Probably needs a new front tire soon. Brakes were just replaced. Brake lever and clutch lever are aftermarket short levers. Mirrors are aftermarket round bar ends. These work great for how small they are. Gauge cluster is off a 2001 Sprint RS. So this is a digital speedo. This works awesome. It was really easy to wire right into the ECU using the stock wiring. The wiring harness has been modified and shortened to clean up all the wires. There were a whole bunch of relays behind the fairings here, so those have all been relocated under the seat, nice and neat. The frame has a few little marks on it just from where the fairings used to be. They would rub on it there, so they've kind of left some marks that I haven't been able to get out, but I haven't tried too hard. Engine over on this side is nice and clean. It has an aftermarket seat. I'm unsure of the brand because when I bought it, this bike new 8 years ago, it came like this. I bought it from the second owner, who was 85 years old at the time, but he didn't remember the brand of the seat, and the tag has been removed. You'll note that there is a crack here in the seat. There's a little hole that's been patched. That was patched when I bought the bike, so that's held up fine. And there's another crack over on this side. Has an aftermarket exhaust. This is a custom one-off job. It's all stainless steel. I've never seen another Sprint like this with an undertail exhaust, so this is pretty rare. It has brackets for relocating the turn signals, as well as mount for the license plate. Rear wheel has got lots of meat on it. Just replaced this not that long ago. You can see the wear indicators are way down there. Lots of meat on the rear tire. What other cosmetic things? There's little scratches here and there. It's a almost 30-year-old bike. There's scratches here on the tank, but pretty par for the course for a bike this old that has been daily driven. There is a scrape here in the water pump. It's from that crash. Let's see here. Current mileage, this is inaccurate. This will show up because this is from this cluster. Current mileage is going to show, where is it at? 33,744. Actual mileage, and I've got a picture of this one before I took the old cluster off, was about 42,000. So I'd say add about 10,000 miles for that. Everything in the cluster works. Only thing to note is the low fuel indicator is kind of just goes on and off as it pleases. It's been like that since I bought the bike. I just use the trip, fill up every 150 to 200 miles. It's got a 5-gallon tank. Well, that's about it. I'll start it up for you. I gotta set the phone down because this bike requires that you pull in the clutch even if it's in neutral. Starts right up every time. This bike has never given me any mechanical issues. Nice throaty exhaust. What else? recent repairs, like mechanically, oil change about 100 miles ago. It's got a K&N air filter, so that was cleaned, re-oiled. Fresh front wheel bearing, brakes, brake fluid was topped up, flushed, bled. That's about it. I said it's never given me any problems. I've owned it for 8 years. It's going to come with a bunch of extra stuff as well. So this is the stock exhaust here, so it's going to come with that in case you don't want like the aftermarket one for whatever reason. That I'm gonna go dig the fender out. Also comes with the stock fender here, because it's a modified one on there in order to fit the undertail exhaust. It's going to come with an extra set of headers off a Sprint RS. Original headlight, original gauges, mirrors, if you want them. If you don't want them, I can try and sell them. Haynes manual. This is a front bracket off of also a Sprint RS. I thought about maybe trying to do just an upper fairing on the bike at some point. So I managed to find a really good deal on this. This is factory new. That can come with the bike if you want it. There's a seat repair kit that I might fix the cracks on the seat before you even buy the bike. Otherwise, that'll come with it. I've got a top case and a luggage rack. This is the factory luggage rack, and then that's an aftermarket top case. So that'll all come with the bike. I also got some soft luggage that I can throw in if you want it. But yeah, 1999 Triumph Sprint ST. Got any questions? You can contact me.